Hey y'all, welcome back to the ACE ATC update. I went and got myself a little soda. If I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking Diet Coke because I think this is going to be the longer part of the video. We were rudely interrupted just as I was showing you my crafty stash. And so you see, I think I moved too close to the camera too fast. I wanted to take you closer because I wanted to ask Jeanette if this was made out of cardstock that she had thicked up with any kind of material, or if the stamping had acted as some kind of medium that thicked up the cardstock. And the reason I'm asking that is that this cardstock is really thick and it has like a really interesting finish to it. It almost looks pearlized. Like if I look at it under my light, and you won't be able to see it on my camera, I can see little speckles of sparkle. So I almost want to say, is there tattered angels on here, or did you coat it with something? Well, whatever you coated it with made it much thicker. So I would love to know what that is. I have no idea what it is. All I can tell y'all is that when you hold it up in the light, you see these little tiny speckles, especially in the purple striping of the stamped rainbow. You can see these amazing iridescent sparkles. So on my camera, which doesn't always pick up on subtlety in the way that I wish it would, it's better than my old one. It's just not as good as I would like it to be. You would see that this is a stamped rainbow and it's really beautiful. It's got my favorite blue, pink, and ecru, and then like this is like that soft purple I'm talking about. When you look at it in the light, it looks like holographic iridescent purple. On the camera it looks white, but it's not in person. And then all these gemmies are coordinating that are spilling out of the bottle, and they all coordinate, and it just says sparkle. And that is like, I think that's embossed, because when you look at it, it doesn't just look stamped, or if it's ink, it's glittery ink. So I'm not sure which one you used, but it's amazing. One of the struggles with when you're doing online presentations of something like this is all the beautiful subtlety that you guys don't get to see. And so it's like, add a little sparkle, and it's so beautiful. Layered up, it's a little baby shaker, and she set the baubles sort of in place so that they wouldn't move around too much, but built a shaker for them. It's amazing. And I really wish you could see the iridescent sparkles, because they're fantastic in the light. That's why I want to know what it is. It just looks beautiful, and it did something to the cardstock. It's wonderful. So this is my crafty stash. Oh, so sorry we were rudely interrupted. All right, our next person. I want to make sure I'm right on this. I'm just reading this. Yeah. So, hold on. I want to make sure I'm getting this in order. I don't want to get it out of order. I'm being very good about this today because I want to make sure that we capture all of the people in the order in which it came. All right, so our next piece is from Miss Dina Allison, otherwise known on here as Thismommaluvzdisney, and it's amazing. So I was like, she was like, I used the stamp. She used her stamps for the first time. I think she did an amazing job. It is a teeny shaker. So what do I mean by a teeny shaker? Do you see these? These are like teeny little sequins. So let me show you. See? Amazing, right? Oh my goodness, amazing. So it's a giant ATC. I love this. I love it. It is backed up on at least 2 pieces of cardstock. Yeah, there's 2 there. Maybe there's a third, actually. I'm just looking on the corners to see if there's a third. There's for sure 2. I think there is a third. So it's very thicked up. This shaker is so elegant and so much fun, and it makes you just want to keep turning it over, because it's like, you know those things when we were younger, and everyone's house had them. I don't know why they all had them, but it was like the time clock with the sand. That's what this reminds me of, because it's so delicate. Except this is one with butterflies, and look at this gorgeousness. Look what she did here. So I think what she did was she stamped that image, added the flowers, stickled. I mean, they're all stickled. There you go. Now you can see it. See? Look at that. I know. It's amazing. Finally, we're getting them to sparkle in the light. Look at that. So when you look at this, it's magical because it just glimmers. So she has added some extra gemmies, and that's just to offset the shaker sparkle. And then she's also bordered this, so she's matted it. It's beautiful. And look at those butterflies. So this is Dina Allison. Thismommaluvzdisney. All right. Well, I talked to you about her earlier today. This is SunShine Honeybees. And here we go. We're going to look at her ATC. I told y'all I was putting it in today's round. And I'm excited. Okay. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So, let's see if it's something it's the information we learned earlier. Clean and simple. Shabby. She likes shabby and clean. Her favorite colors are pink, purple, black, red, and rose gold. And her favorite candy is Twizzlers and chocolate-covered cherries. This is, again, it's her brand, but this is a different honey pot. Look at that glistening. And it's like the Pooh honey pot, which I love. And it says honey. And then it has again, the little bees, diamond dusted up on the wings, and the little gemmies for the eyes. And this says, imagine, hopeful, and joy. But this time what she's done is she's used a down on the honeycomb pattern. She's not only covered it with glittered paper, but this is where you start to see she likes shabby. You've got stitched edgings and distressing. She's mixing a couple of styles together, and it works really well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, look at it. So this is SunShine Honeybees, y'all. How much fun is this? Yes, this is from Miss Velma. And I saw her VR for this, so I was excited. And she's a good taper, y'all. I have a pair of scissors here in case I need them, but I'm hoping I don't. But I'm hoping I can just inch it out, because she had this taped down pretty good. But you know what? I got a box today, Velma. I got a box. I think it came actually yesterday evening, to be honest. But I wasn't feeling great. So I told y'all I have a super friend in the building. And so I actually got 2 boxes, but one of them was completely ripped open. So it was actually sent to me by a swap partner. So I sent it to them with a picture so they could see. Thank goodness nothing was wrong with the box. Not a thing was dented. Some angel was looking after that. I'll be sharing that with you tomorrow. I'm telling you, some angel. But that's why Velma taped this so well, because I think we just have to be careful these days. They're not, I guess they're overloaded. Maybe the bins are overloaded. This is from Velma Sharp Johnson, and on YouTube she's called VSJ Crafts. Just so that you know, on Instagram she's Sharp Johnson. Her birthday is August 1st. Her favorite color is purple. She's not sure yet what style she is. She does like doing Memdex cards. She dated it. It was beautifully done. All right, so again, I'm just like kind of wowed. Beautifully thicked up. This is what blew me away when I just looked at this. And I wanted to make sure, Velma, but you stitched all the way around this. This is all stitched, y'all. Oh, I hope my camera, Velma. There we go. See? That's all stitching. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, folks, and you know how she got that effect? I learned this just now looking at this. And Velma, I'm going to use this myself because I don't sew. And I tell you all that, right? I'm trying to learn right now. I have a machine. It's a struggle. Partially because my hands are giving me a hard time right now. Maybe if they weren't, it would be a little bit easier. Or maybe it's just harder to learn something new. I don't know. But I'm trying. So what Velma did that worked, and I think this is such a brilliant idea, is she placed a stitched dye over white. So it pops through. So it looks like sewn stitches until you get up very, very close. And then you realize it's just really very clever. It's layering up the blue paper over the white so that those white pieces look like stitches, and they really do look like stitches. This was really wow. That was a very smart idea. I've never thought to do that. And clearly it works. And then we have this amazing sign, which we all know it, and it represents many different things actually. But I think for most people, it represents faith and having faith. And this is just beautifully done. Look at these gemmies in my favorite color too, Velma. Thank you. And I love blue so much. And I love blue. And you remember, this is where I got a bit of a shiver just now. Because I said recently, I'm kind of shocked at myself that I really like how brown and blue work together. And I'm surprised at myself a little bit. And Velma has done exactly that. And look at this. She even found like an eyelet that matches perfectly. Unbelievable. So this is VSJ Crafts. Velma, I'll be putting everyone down below so you can go check them out and get to know them and make a new crafty friend. But I was just thrilled. It was as pretty in person, Velma, as in your video. All right, on to our next one. Oh my goodness, this woman. First of all, I want to say, we hope you're getting better. I hope that you're healing. I hope you're taking time for yourself. I hope you're watching videos and having a good time. I was so excited to get this from you, but I was also so surprised, Belinda. I don't know how you did this. I don't. And it touches me a lot. This is from Belinda Barton, y'all, who you all know is recovering from surgery. I don't even know how you got this in. I just don't, Belinda. And she wrote me a lovely note. A lovely note. I cannot wait to share this with you because I think Belinda said this is her first ever entry for an ATC. And I was like, wow. We have layering. We have like pop dot layering. I'm going to show y'all. Let's start at the top because I love it. Look at this. We have holographic shimmery and soft pink eyelash matched with this like distressed pink ribbon, and it's really soft and it makes you want to touch it, and it's super pretty, and it matches perfectly with everything here. She knows I like Maggie prints, and I know that that's not always Belinda's jam, so I was really, again, this is very touching, especially right now. I was really touched. So we have Maggie, and it's being layered up, like thicked up and layered up on pop dots, so it comes out dimensionally. Look at that, y'all. Dimensionally. And then underneath that, poking out, are more florals on both sides. She's layered up on top of the floral, and I just want to make sure I'm being accurate. I can see the butterfly so beautifully, and I think it's a couple that she's layered up, because that's why you get that. See that shimmer? That beautiful, yeah, there you go. That beautiful shimmer. That's like a metallic paper, and then overlaid is like a lace die cut. Okay, so then down below here you have a set of 3 cluster florals, but then what Belinda's done, this is what blew me away. When you stop and look around, life is pretty amazing, and that was her sentiment. Belinda has propped that up on thick cardstock with these like dimensional, and I'm going to say they're like the thick squares, so that comes even more forward than the flower. So this is fully dimensional, and that's your first ever ATC. That's amazing, Belinda. It's amazing. Yeah, I loved it. So this is Belinda Barton, y'all, who we've all been hoping is getting better. And look what she sent in. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I told you this was going to be fun. I just have to stop moving around so much. All right, this next entry. Oh, I got in 2 from this lovely lady. This is from Stephanie Ramsey. And let me just show you, they're double-sided, which is something I love, and a lot of you on here know this, but her address is on the backs, so I can't show you the backs of them, but you just have to trust me that she did this double-sided, which I thought was fabulous. Again, because she knows I love double-sided things. And that was just, again, wonderful. This says wonderful day, this says love and happy, and then there's a die cut of a monkey. And I was saying, I don't have any animal dies. I don't know what is with that. I think I just don't ever use them. And I was talking to my friends, and they all seem to have them. I think it's just not something I usually reach for in crafting. But then I was listening to Susan today, and she was saying she doesn't have any seashell dies. And I can't imagine not having seashell dies. So it's so funny, like, what we each reach for, and then, like, what we don't reach for. So I love getting stuff like this because it's super fun for me, because I don't have them in my stash. So I love looking at them. This is a really cute monkey, and it's what I love is that you use the jemmies for the ears, look, and the belly. So instead of shading, using jemmies as the shading. And then on the tail it's distinguished by this gold foil heart. But that's not all. Layered up is as foiled cardstock cutouts of music notes. And they're done in both the silver and the gold. And then these, I don't know how you did that with the little balls, because I'm telling you all, my hands, there's no way, even with the new tweezers, I don't know that I could lay those down so perfectly. But what Stephanie's done is she's created like this bubble effect from the music. And there we go. Now you can see it. It's amazing. And those are die cut. So that was her first one. And then she made another one that says beautiful day, happy. Only this time the monkey's playing. Yeah, it's like the same idea, except that this time the monkey's having a really good time, but this one is propped up. This has a rosette behind it too. And I think it is exactly what Miss Susan Tissy Tucker was talking about today. It is, I think, a cupcake liner, and it just gives it extra heft. And then on top of that is a piece of thicked up glittery cardstock, and then the actual embellishment. It's really cool. Look at that, y'all. And then all these small die cuts again. And this is Stephanie Ramsey. Oh, so amazing. Each person, you notice not one of them is the same. Not one. Each person just makes in their own way. Well, this next one is from Miss Carrie Martin. And I remember when I got, Carrie, when I got that tag from you in the Holy Land, I won't ever forget that tag. I can tell you what colors you used. I can tell you what it looked like. And this, when I look at this, this says you. And I'm going to read you the sentiment first because it's small and I need to see it up close. It says, keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. Wasn't that Michelle Bastian's message today? That was her message today. To keep some room for the unimaginable. Yeah. Yeah, this is amazing. So let's read about Miss Carrie Martin, who is Carrie Martin's Craft Emporium here on YouTube. And her style is grunge. When she first told me that, you know, I didn't even know that was a style, y'all. Just like people didn't realize that people do steampunk on here. I did not know that that was a style. So what grunge is sort of a mix, maybe Carrie should explain it to you because she has her own uniqueness. When I look at it, this is what I see. She's got her hand in everything. Everything is stained and altered and played with and colored, but also it involves flowers and her own aestheticism. I don't even know how to describe it to you. It's sort of Carrie's own thing, but I'm sure grunge is also, I know it's a thing on here. I just feel like whenever I look at a Carrie creation, I know it's a Carrie creation. I just do. So on this one, it's like incredible. There's this background stamped, but it's also watercolored in. Like it's got that watercolor tonality to it. And then she's got speckles of white all over it. Behind the floral is this amazing eyelashy trim that's poking out just a little bit from the florals. The florals match perfectly in the color tonality. I'm not sure if Carrie altered those, but they have a shimmer to them and they also match perfectly color tone wise. So I think she did color these actually by hand. And then the sentiments are actually flat on this, mostly flat. And that's just because the flower is the focal point. Look at that, y'all. Carrie Martin's Craft Emporium. Woo! All right. So exciting. This one came in a beautiful glassine bag. And it was taped up with the cutest little washi. I gotta tell ya. And this is from Miss Lana Chin. Now, again, I'm worried that my camera is going to be a little, I don't know, it's not going to capture enough of this small detail, so you're going to have to take my word for it. Can you see what's being sewn into the card in gold? Because I think that just takes my breath away. It says craft in gold thread. And it's on what I would like, this beautiful, shabby, chic, gorgeous dolce-ness that is unbelievably beautiful. And Maggie makers like it too. And what she has done, what Lana Chin's done, is she has actually like sewn in craft into the cardstock. And then if you keep reading, it says craft a sweet life. Yeah, look at that. Now that's going to be, you can see the craft, but you're going to have to take my word for it. That's what it says. It says craft a sweet life. And that's sewn in. And this is script sewing. This is block print and this is script. I cannot believe this. And then the little wings on the fairy, that's where the A is. And what's amazing about that is it also makes the wings look glittery. So it's incredible. And then there's like this little shabby Tiffany blue bow with the gemmy again, right? Knowing that that's like, also knowing I love Dolce. Also, I mean, this whole piece is incredible. The back, it has a pull tab with the beautiful trim and all the back is sewn. Do you see that? Yeah. Really elegant. Oh, this is just so into this. I just want to touch this and look at it all day. And this, folks, I want to make sure, because I do call you Lana Chin. I want to make sure that's actually your YouTube name. No, it's not. See, on Instagram, you're Norcaligirl. I knew I had to call you properly. Otherwise, they won't know who you are. And I've said before on here how much I love your stuff, but if I don't say your proper name for how they can find you, it's not useful. Amazing, isn't it? I told y'all, and none of them are the same. Not one is the same. All right, our next one is from Rita Stew, and you know that poor lady mailed hers ages ago, so we don't know what the heck happened. I'm just taking a look at all of her information. So she's known as the Gypsy Nana on both. So that's good. So you know that that's on both Instagram and YouTube. You'll find her under the Gypsy Nana. And her date of birth is January 23rd. She's a clean and simple crafter who likes pink, white, teal, and mint. I like all those colors too. It says beautiful mess. And that, I wanted to, like, when I just saw that, I was like, I want to hug you. Thank you. That's, again, see, this is what I mean by this kind of thoughtfulness. Like, that's just something else. Because clearly this is not a mess in any way. That was a message for the person receiving it. That's a, yeah, this is what I mean by thoughtful crafting. So if you take a look, she's deliberately chosen to use my favorite colors. They're also her favorite colors, which is handy, but that's very deliberate. Propped up is a piece of the camera, and it's thicked up and propped up, so it's dimensional. It's over my happy place, which is also dimensional and thicked up and layered up. It is very elegant. This is very elegant, and just three gemmies in descending size. Look at that, y'all. So pretty. So this is the Gypsy Nana. Oh yes. All right. We are almost done for tonight. We have more to do. We have one more round, but we are almost done for this particular round because we're already at 21 minutes. This is Margaret from Florida, who has been here from the start. And I'm so excited, and also being very patiently waiting. And I appreciate it, Margaret. I really do. Thank you. All right, here we go, y'all. You ready? Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, and there it is. Look at that, y'all. She loves butterflies and Tinkerbell and fairies. She loves vintage and shabby chic and girly. And she does. She can do them all. And she loves coffee and tea, and she crafts with everything. And that's also true. I've seen her craft with Maggie, everything. I've seen her craft with everything. It's amazing. This is, where do I even begin, Margaret? How do I even begin to give language to this? First of all, the background is a complete collage from scratch. That's the first thing you need to know. So that effect that you're seeing is because Margaret collaged together lace and tissue paper and napkin and paper and dictionary page and music paper, all to make a base. And it's so beautiful. I could stare at that alone for the whole night, like the whole night, just that one thing. Then on top of that, what she did was she built like the eyelash coming out here in my favorite color. The butterfly with the gemmy in my favorite color. You're unbelievable. The little doily on the edge, which is like a nod to that whole vintage, this beautiful vintage image. But what she has done to alter the image is she's not only added a fabric to it, like a lace meshing fabric and a pearl for the center. In person, if you could see this, she's added the world's smallest bow. Margaret, they're not going to be able to see it. It's so small. There is the world's smallest bow added here. And then she has stickled this all up. So in the light, you see? Yes, you can. It shines. And then she's added a flower to her hair. And then, of course, a dangle. This beautiful dangle, which can go in my book. It comes off. So this is Margaret Clevenger, otherwise known as Margaret from Florida. She's been here from day one. So, I mean, you've seen her, you've seen me talk about her projects, you've seen her open up something for me. She's been here right from the very beginning. And look at this, y'all. Yeah, I could stare at the background of this, Margaret, all night. It's beautiful. Wow. No two are alike. All right, so wait, I thought you had, yes, I was like, wait a second, I know we're not done yet. All right, so now our next one is from Leticia Zavala. And Leticia's been here pretty much also from the beginning for a really long time. And poor Leticia's first ATC was lost in the mail. So when she kept asking me about it, I said, Leticia, I told you, I never got it. I didn't realize she had sent a second, y'all. And then the second one got put in that major mail shipment. Leticia, when I opened your envelope, I took a look on the postmark, but it's smudged. I kept the envelope. I'm going to send you a picture so you can see it. But I'm sure, based on when you started asking me, that this was in the mail also for like a month and a week. I can't explain it. She lives in the United States, y'all. It doesn't make sense to me. Well, I gotta tell you, I remember when Leticia made her first ATC, her back is like super, I don't know, it's so professional looking. I'm learning from it. I'm looking at it going, wow. Her date of birth is August 3rd. She is scrap and crafts. She loves to scrap and craft, and that's also her name on Facebook. She loves any kind of paper. She loves paint. She loves all crafts. She doesn't like any children to live without love. And that has from day one been her one thing that she dislikes. Kids who are abandoned or not loved. Her favorite colors are pink and gold, mint and navy. Yeah, she's like Alice. She likes navy. And, I cannot wait to share this with you. It says, life is lovely, and I cannot believe you put the mixtape on. That's something for long-standing. That's sort of an inside thing, I guess. And it's just meaningful. Thank you, Leticia. And then what she's done is she's fussy cut out this amazing girl, and she's drinking coffee, and that's why she did it, because I'm either always drinking Diet Coke or I'm always drinking coffee. So, and then there's this giant smiling coffee cup, and then there's a heart. Yeah. So I don't know how you remembered that, Leticia, with the mixtape. I'm gonna cry. So it's hard. I have to tell you this. Leticia has a way of making me things that make me cry. It's the truth. She sent me the most beautiful thing in the Holy Land, a story, because I'm a writer, that made me cry. She remembers details about people that can make you weep in 30 seconds. When I show you her happy mail, oh my goodness, it's going to have to be tomorrow, because I think I can't. She wanted me to open it today because I wasn't feeling well. And, she has a way of remembering things. And you see, folks, when someone does this for you, you never forget it. You just never forget it. And I'll never forget this, Leticia. Wow. Well, y'all, that was round one of what I hope might be our second last, like one of two. I don't know. That's my honest answer. I know for sure that there's one we're missing still. But maybe there's a couple of others. I need to do some more checking. I need to do some emailing with people. But I do have another round to share with you, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to put everyone's channel down below. Please be patient with me. This video is likely to upload before I get a chance to list everyone's channel. That's just because there's so many to list. So be patient. I will get those links up, I promise you. Thank you so much to everybody who patiently waited as the mail delivery took a month to get me these. I'm so sorry. I'm just glad they arrived. I'm just really grateful to each of you for submitting. Thank you so much for contributing of yourself and your making, and for not losing it while your stuff was floating in the ethera. Seriously, thank you. And to Belinda Barton. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go start putting those links in while you start watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.